Okay, we're back. We back. It's Monday. It's the 15th. We in the middle of September already. And they say it's getting ready to get a storm, but we might get another storm when it comes to whether we're gonna get some interest rates, some relief. Uh, it's in sight. Last week we had our inflation went up a 2% of a cent or whatever that is. They said, that's trouble down the road. That's if it wasn't for no bad news, the media would just, they just want, I just leave it alone. Now, we gonna look the inflation, whether they gonna get a big inflation, I mean, get a big cut in interest rates, or we're gonna get a little cut. That's gonna be totally up to him. He's been looking at what's going on. He's trying to get this economy back in order. I got my little Dow baby back behind me, but we're gonna look at a farmer stock, a drugstore. I haven't bought one of them, but my tool said buy it. I got, like I said, I got two of them. I got Simply Wall Street and one called Insight, the AI one. Everybody's in the AI. So let's look at this thing real quick. And I want to do some really. I'm gonna slow down because I don't have as many shares as I used. I mean, many stocks as I used to. But I want to look at this one. This is a biopharmaceutical company identified and developed and delivered therapy to people living with rare kidney and metabolic diseases in the United States. They said this is what it is. They talking about they got when you're in phase. They said when you're in phase 3, that's a biggie. But I don't know what phase this is. That says progressive disease. I'm gonna let y'all read that when you get a chance. It is collaborating agreement with this limited pre, but my insight said buy it. When you read over this, he said buy it. It was 27, it's down to $22. He said buy it though. I bought it at 27 and now we're down to 22. But that's all right. That's the objective tool is the AI tool. You say, well, it's going to look at it this week, but next week, got a week and a half, this thing should be going up. Okay, it already took a big dive up, but we're gonna look at this. We're gonna look deeper into this one right here because this. Anytime you have a pharmaceutical stock if it passed FDA and all that other stuff, you talking about a winner. So it said it's trading 82.5% below its estimated fair value. This one is Simply Wall Street. I'm not talking about my other two, Insight. Insight said you better buy it. That's the AI. He said earnings are forecast to grow 68% per year. So, share has been diluted. Let's look at this thing. Okay. It's, these are some of its competitors. And then the price here. See, I like it when it starts doing this. It dips and dips, but it keeps going. Now it goes up. Okay. It was down here at 18, but it was really down here at 13. But if you go back here in October of last year, this thing it was about 14 or $13. But see, it keeps going up. And they said they had back in September 10th, they said target big revenue with this SAGS approval. So if something happened the 10th, 6th, an improved revenue requirement for this therapy on the 6th, and then it go all the way back to August. We don't want to look at all that. We just want to see, in the last 7 days, it's been up. Over the years, been up over. See, return versus industry is up. We already read that piece. Earnings and revenue, that's the shaky part. Earnings and revenue. Okay. See, it's supposed to be $134. That's why I bought 100 of them. I should go back, and if it keeps dropping, I'm gonna buy 200 of them. So it's supposed to be 100. Fair value is $134.23. It's really 22. So it's really about 90% of the value. The fair price for this, and if it's 130, if this one is a fair price, that's a really conservative number. Liberal, it should be about $300 or $400, depending on what it's going to do. Okay, that's why I'm gonna keep it, because if that AI is excited about it, that's something that it takes all the emotion out of it. It just said based on the evidence. So I'm gonna leave this one alone. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going down. It's right here in the food chain. Number 3. Price to sale versus industry is good, is a good value. Let's keep going. Future growth. Financial health. Let's get to financial health because it's almost, financial health is at the positions is good, assets versus liability. It's a mixed bag. Okay. There you go. That's the key. Debt and equity. Something they see they've been borrowing so much the net debt to equity, it's 184%. It's considered high. And then this debt to equity ratio has increased over 69 to 1,000% over the last 5 years because they have probably got to get some money. So they've been selling off. You can see it, see when it's going on, or they have to stop the study. They trust trying once they break free, it's going to blow up. Stable, but forecast to run away that insufficient data. They ain't gonna give out no dividend. Discover division. Management. Okay, there you go. Compensation is okay versus earnings. He's getting $5 million. That's a lot, but he's been in there 6-7 years. He probably got all that in the stuff. Experience management, experience board. So they driving it, but right now people were selling. Look at all these people, insiders selling. But that was 69 months ago. Now it's shrunk. Selling 0 to 3, it's been shrinking. Institutions own 90% of the hedge funds. We only own about 9% of this. This is good. This is clearly. I don't think we ain't got no piece in this. I don't think that's why I'm a buy. So I'll probably go buy some more before we leave this thing. Yeah, I might pick up 200. That might be my winner. BlackRock and Vanguard, they got $100 million invested in this stuff. BlackRock got they got 191, then 141, then all these who's. Morgan Stanley, he's got his money in there. He got a few million, about 33 million in this thing. Goldman Sachs got some millions, college fund, retirement funds. Look, they got the money invested in this thing. So I'm going to, let's reshare our screen. Now we only got about 6 minutes. And we're going to look at this thing. And let's see what it's doing. Let's see if it's trying to make an attempt to go further. And I can put some money in it tonight. Okay. So I'm going to reshare my screen. Okay. So it went down a little bit. Let me buy about 100 more of these shares because something is going on. I'm going to go ahead and buy about 100 more. Okay. Okay, make it about 23 and I take it out tomorrow, whatever, if it don't do anything. So I bought a little more. I got 15,000 on the side now. But look at let's go up here. This is the one. It's at 22, it's at 23. See, it's starting to go up a little more. See? So let's see how that's gonna pan out in the long run. Like I say, last Friday, it was about 20. When I bought it was about $27. Now it's down to 23. Okay. It was really, I bought at 22 and 23. Now see, it keep going back and forth. But let's look at that. Let's look at Apple. I got 5 of Apple because Apple is trying to do something. This one right here is really trying to do something. The APL, that's the one that NVDA gave 2 million to. So I bought at 14. Now it's 19. So I made about $500 there. Okay. Then you got this is the one, this is the penny stock. I got 3,000 of these. This is that motorcycle. I think I should go back and get about at 66. I think I should sell this one. Okay. I'm gonna sell this one. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna sell it. I'm gonna go ahead and buy some. I'm gonna buy about 2,000 more at 60. Let me do 3,000 more or 4,000 more. Let's see how much that'll cost me. And I'm gonna buy it. At let me buy it at, see if see if I did let me buy it at that about 660 in the 60s. Let's see. Okay, let's see if it does. If it don't, I ain't worried about it. I didn't mean I wasn't meant to get it at that call. Let me do something else. Let me even do. That's only $200. So let me say, let me buy 7,000 of these things. Let's make it a good 10,000. Don't you say? Let's buy it for 7 cents. I got it right now for 7. Let's buy it for 7.5. Let's see if it help me in the long run. Okay. Okay. It's only $500. And let's see. I got okay. Let's see if okay. It didn't do anything. Okay, you picked it up. Okay. And it's got the volume. The thing is, the volume is not a lot. Well, this thing can pop anytime. But okay, I made, yeah, $700. I can rewrite it. I can take it out anytime. I'm gonna lose a little money on that, but I'm gonna take risk because I'm looking at this one right here called NVDA. But this one right here of FMMA, um, hmm, that's the Fannie Mae one. That's still trying to do so. All these are making me money. Then you got GovOx. It's still, even though it's 68, I bought it at 45. I got it for 45 cents, but I only got 1,000 of them. So I'm gonna leave that alone until it start doing something. Right now it's still low. So when it go, I don't want to put a lot of money in that, and then that's costing me even more money. Okay. Because that's 68 cents. I mean, that's 68 cents. That's another low one right here. Mm. And this one right here, HMCI, that's 3 million, but it's not doing anything, never do anything for a while. It will though. Intel is doing what it's supposed to do. I got 100. I got LDI. I'm gonna do one on LDI. That's that's a loan. I think I did one on that already. That's starting to perk up. I got it 3 something, now it's 4 something. And then you got, you know, you guys you got 2 minutes. You got Microsoft. I got 5 of Microsoft. Microsoft bought 507. Now it's 515. Microsoft is burning up. NVIDIA, I got that at 175. I mean, you remember I took that out here, 400 of them, but I took it out and spread it around a little bit, and then took a little money, put in my pocket. You got 389, 391. Look, it's starting to perk up, a little bit. I can take that out right now and then come back in tomorrow and start all over again. This is supposed to be 200. So that's the 375, but I got a little money I can take out here. Then you got Palatar. It's starting to perk up again. I got only 10 of Palatar because it's so volatile. I want to leave that one alone. Then you got QQQ. This is another $500 a share. So I got 5 of them, and look, they doing what they're supposed to do. That's supposed to be $1,000 stock there. And then you got SMCI. I got 100 of them. I bought it at 40. Now it's 45. They got $500 there. This is $100 stock right there. So I got some good ones, and they got AT&T. You look, I bought it 14. It's 29. That's making me a little. That's making me $600. Then you got the one we talked about before, TVTX. That's the one we did our little shine on. And look at it. It's gonna do what it do. It's gonna go back up to 20. It's gonna go back up to probably 50 before it's over. It's gonna probably go to 100. Like I said, 100 and some dollars. This will go to 100 some dollars. I got $200. I got 200 shares. Then you got Wolf. Because that been going down. I said, it's only $2. You know something? I don't know what it's gonna do at this point. Stop. Yeah, but Wolf, I like Wolf at this point in time. If it go down, I think I'm gonna get about 300 of them and let Wolf do, because Wolf is supposed to be up there. So we're gonna leave it at that. So I made about $600 today. I can take that out, but I'm not. I'm trying to get to 80,000 again, so I can take about 10,000 out. Hopefully for my next trip, my two more trips this year. And so let me stop sharing. Okay, let me stop sharing. Okay, it's 4 o'clock. God bless you. God keep you. God cause face shine on you and give you peace. And thank you. I appreciate you. And we'll see you again. Hopefully Friday. We may not. I'm doing some babysitting duties, so I may not can do it. But if I don't, you'll see me next Monday, or I might make it in the middle of the week when this thing running up. Okay, might do it Wednesday. Might do it start Monday and Wednesday because those are gonna be my 2 days. The other days I'm gonna try to leave this thing alone. So I like to do it on the end of the week, but that's gonna cost me some time right now. So we'll see how it goes. But we're gonna get them in because we need you to understand this stuff because we're going into a volatile period, and I think the economy gonna grow a little bit. The economy gonna do what it does. So I will leave that alone. God bless you. God keep you. God cause face shine on you and give you peace. We'll see you next. We'll see you next either Wednesday or Friday of this week.